Today feels really special because for the first time, my daughter and I are sitting down together for a conversation. We haven't always agreed with each other's opinions around many things, but after years of growth, we are finally able to agree to disagree.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, finally. I think there's something powerful about hearing different generations speak openly about love, relationships, emotional safety, self-worth, and what connection means in today's world. So we're just going to share honestly and see where the conversation takes us.
Hopefully not in a fight.
Oh, let's hope not. Yeah. Taya, what did you grow up believing love was?
I think growing up, I believed love was intensity, big emotions, big reactions, chasing each other and proving yourself to each other.
Okay, so did you have relationships like that as well?
Yes. I carried that pattern into my own relationships without even knowing it. I became someone who would emotionally pull away or threaten to leave when I actually just wanted connection, reassurance, or to feel chosen.
Yeah.
It took a lot of self-awareness to realize that every time I used I'm leaving as protection, the relationship became weaker instead of stronger. Calm conversations felt unfamiliar to me because I had to learn, because I had learned love looked intense.
So those relationships that you had, which were intense, how did they work out? What happened with those relationships?
Well, they're not present anymore.
You're not in those relationships.
No.
Yeah.
Those relationships had to end for me to grow.
Yeah. So we're just talking about different generations here. So in my young years, I never seen that intensity in my parents, which was quite interesting. But what I have come to learn from being in such an intense relationship for so long, 30 years, is that it's about really getting to know yourself before being in a relationship. And that's something I never did because I just met a guy, got together, got married, had children, and now I've been 5 years on my own, and it's been a whole learning about myself. And calm is the new intimacy. It's like I wouldn't want it any other way now, you know? So, you've obviously had that intense relationship. That's what you've seen. That's what you thought love was as you grew up. And you mirrored that.
Definitely.
In relationships. And now, can you explain what calm intimacy is for you now?
To me now, love feels less like intensity and more like safety, less like chasing and more like being able to fully exhale around someone. I would say that my nervous system is relaxed. I feel chosen without chasing or proving. There's clarity, not guessing, which is a big one. I feel like when it's intense and a very emotional relationship, there's always guessing and it's back and forth. Now it feels steady, not boring, and I can be fully myself.
So what was the shift for you to attract that kind of relationship?
Oh, being by myself for a long period of time. Like for me, I moved away from the noise.
Sure.
I moved to a completely different state from, across Australia. And I feel like that was the best decision I ever made for my future relationship and for myself. But I feel like I really had a lot of time to think and reflect and be with myself and know what I want and need and just really look at myself in the mirror.
The way to find calm relationships keeps coming back to ourselves, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're calm inside.
Oh, yeah. You got to be calm yourself, and you got to be steady and balanced to be able to find and attract that.
Yeah, but also know what is a calm relationship. Like, I'm going back to me as a early 20s. It was more about the physical looks, the physical attraction.
Yeah, which is natural because you still have to be attracted to your partner.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't just be, oh, he's lovely, but I'm not.
Yes.
There's no chemistry. There still has to be chemistry, I believe.
Yeah, but I also think that through life, it's a growth journey, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you have to know.
And how do we know ourselves at 20? We're never the same person.
No, we're really not.
We grow into 1,000, there's a song, 1,000 different women. We are 1,000 different women.
I would say I'm probably at two. I'm probably at maybe even 900.
Yeah.
Well, I've been a few.
Yeah, exactly. And now you have found someone beautiful in your life. How this feels for you now?
For now, I would say for me, at the start of my relationship with my partner, I felt like something was missing at first because it was so different to what I had experienced in years. And when I really reflect, I found what was missing was the anxiety, adrenaline, and the emotional chaos.
Yes.
And my brain was mistaking that absence for a lack of chemistry. So for now, I think once I've really come to that realization, moving, it's just peaceful because I've never felt this before.
But you felt it by yourself.
I felt it by myself before, but I never knew it was possible to feel that with someone.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And you have to go on a bit of a journey until you get there. You got to be burnt a few times. Yeah. You got to do the burning and you got to be burnt. And I feel like, exactly. You can't have you can't have the cake and eat it too. No. And I feel like I was having a lot of cake back in the day, Yeah. I was playing the game.
And it's just too taxing on your energy.
Oh, it's also just who I don't want to be. No. And when I really look at relationships, I'm not inspired by those relationships anymore.
No. It's just not truthful,
It's not truthful. It's not sustainable. You're not happy. No. Truly.
No.
Nothing's really real and strong.
Yes. And I find the connections that once you've got a connection like that with, a special person, then that's the only connections that isn't it?
And you don't even need to question it.
It just feels calm. My nervous system is happy. And that's not just with your partner then, it's with your friends. They deepen and deepen and deepen, don't they?
Yeah, well, I think you realise it's like if you don't feel that balanced energy and, I feel like when I was in that fight and flight mindset with my past relationships, I would also attract friendships like that. And I would also always be like, my whole life was just chaotic in my head, and I was so unbalanced, and my health was really showing that. Yeah. But I feel like when you get calm and clear and you have someone who's stable and safe, you want your whole life to feel like that. Yeah.
When you're stepping outside yourself.
Yeah, you know the difference. And when you're walking into a room and it's like, oh, this feels fake, or this feels just not me. Like I'm not being myself right now.
And Taya, there was something we have chatted about before. It's about different generations. Like in my long marriage, it was very hard. It was hard to know, what do? Do you stay or do you go? And that doesn't mean it was just me. I think both your dad and I were at a point where we weren't rising each other up anymore.
Yeah.
And we're both very self-growth people.
Yeah.
But we're also caught by tradition as well. Like you stay, you're married, this is, you grin and you bear it and you stay. And
yeah,
for
but no matter
me,
what.
yeah. And, even my health was starting to fade. And you guys, get to see a lot of this too. And it breaks both our hearts because it wasn't always like that. But the last quite a fair few years was, and it was the hardest period of my life. But I wouldn't change a thing, but I have learnt a lot.
Yeah.
And I do know the relationship that I want now because I've experiencing it with my deep connections with my friends and with you girls. I know that calm intimacy.
Yeah.
Because I don't just have it with a partner. I have it with myself. I have it with you guys. And I also have it with my friend.
Yeah, there's a fine line between making the decision to stay and leave.
Yeah.
And I think, like what you're saying, your generation often stayed longer no matter what. Sometimes at the expense of themselves. But I think with my generation, it almost swings too far the other way. Like there's so much focus on individuality, self-protection, and always keeping one foot out the door. And
maybe we're scared to, in a way, scared to be vulnerable.
Yeah, and people are terrified to be vulnerable, terrified of settling, terrified of sacrificing parts of themselves for love, family, or commitment. And because of that, I think it's become really easy to leave when things get uncomfortable or messy. And
it doesn't, you have to go through all of that learning again and again and again. It's like a seed cycle. It's like if you don't learn that lesson in that relationship, or 9-year cycle or whatever they say in different astrologies and philosophies, then you're going to learn that same karmic lesson again. And if you don't learn it, you will learn it again. And it's like one time you really have to do this hard work, wake up, work out what you want, be vulnerable, say what you want. If that person doesn't want the same, then you have to also go, well, okay, our values don't align. It's our life doesn't align. And that's very courageous way to live.
Yeah, if you don't change, nothing changes.
No.
And you can't expect other people to change.
No.
You just have to do the work yourself.
And talking about expectation, we come into a relationship and it's just the two people, and then you're moving into another stage now, a baby comes along. And you're about to go through that, but life changes.
Totally.
And
it'll bring its own challenges.
It will bring its own challenges. And then another baby maybe.
Yeah.
And then, the woman is with the children and the partner is not number one anymore. The children are number one. And it is, and I've watched it. Me being the grandma that can watch you girls has been the most, it's been really lovely to watch. And I've watched you grow. I watch your partners grow, and there's tough times, but I see that you get out of those tough times, and it's lovely. It really is. So remembering that life is full of change, the only constant is change, but I think if real care and kindness and values are aligned,
and I think no matter who you're with, it will be hard. You just have to decide who you want to do the hard with.
Yeah.
And I think once you've chosen that person that is on your level, is wanting the same directional life as you,
yes,
you can change.
Yes.
But for now,
good communication.
Yeah, good communication. You work out, you have the same morals and the same similar morals, which I think are very important. Good communication styles. You just get each other. You accept each other. You don't have to be the same person. I think that's so important as well. We do think that we have to choose somebody that is like so similar to us.
Yes.
My partner is completely different to who I am.
Yes, he is.
He's completely different. And that works so well for us.
Yeah. But the relationships that you had before this guy were
maybe a similar person to me.
Yes.
But it didn't work.
Exactly right.
It was chaotic.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I lasted 30 years, and I would say that, you know, a big 20 or something of those were amazing, created amazing children, amazing life.
Yeah.
You know, so I can't say that it didn't work, you know, but it's me getting into my older age now. It's like, you know, I found really who I am, not who I support, who I am.
Yeah.
And now for me, I am single. I've been single 5 years now, and I look forward to a beautiful man coming into my life. But what I'm thinking is that when I found me, and then if someone comes into my life, you know, we rise each other up together, and that's important, hey?
Yeah.
To really want the best for each other.
Totally.
Like I want the best for my kids.
Yes.
I have to want the best for my husband.
Yes.
What's the difference? It's, well, not my husband, my partner, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's it. But I don't know if you really want the best for anyone unless you really want the best for yourself, or you have fulfilled yourself, do you think?
Fulfilled, accepted, you know, you feel proud of yourself.
You know your strengths, but you're also brave enough to see the weaknesses.
See the weaknesses, but also accept the weaknesses.
Yeah.
I feel like once you start accepting that.
Yes.
You
and
know,
also, Taya, you know, I think even when people do break up, it's normal to go through different emotions, and you can go, this is what he or she did. This is what I didn't like. This is what I didn't like. And then you've got to actually shine the mirror back to yourself.
Oh,
well, this is what they wouldn't liked about me. This would have driven them nuts.
Yeah.
You know, and then the real growth can happen, and the acceptance.
I truly believe once a breakup happens, it is all yourself. It is who cares about them anymore. It's about what can you do differently.
It has to be. Otherwise, you don't move on, do you?
You're just going on the same cycle.
Yeah.
You're meeting the same.
There you go. There we're talking about that karmic cycle again.
Same karmic cycle, and I'm sorry to bring this into it, but I really didn't want a relationship like you and Dad.
Ooh,
yeah.
Stings.
Like I made that a high priority on my list. And I was getting relationships like you and Dad, and I needed to do the work. I needed to really go, you need to fucking sort yourself out.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, like, I think you sent me something the other day that said, you know, you only know what you've seen in your own
life.
Yes, but that's not the case for me.
No.
Because my parents are, you know, in their late 80s, and you know, it's completely different. It was never fight and flighty that I seen. But we're different people.
But when I think of that, which is perfect psychology, really, if you come from a fairy tale family, you're going to be naive. Yeah. So you're going to attract somebody that will have secrets.
Ooh.
Who will, you know,
naivety.
No relationship's perfect, but if you think that there is all relationships are perfect, you're not going to see red flags.
Yes, true.
You're
Actually,
just
that
going to
probably
have
was
so
my case.
Much trust.
Well,
in everyone
I did watch a lot of Disney.
I think that's one advice I can give to anyone who has girls.
Please do not watch Disney.
Do not let them watch Disney movies. Do not ruin their future relationships.
Exactly.
Because a man will not be a prince.
He will not be your king or your prince.
He will not.
Yes,
and that is just probably some of the best advice I can give.
Yes.
We watch Disney too.
Yes.
Your expectations are pretty high.
Yeah, exactly. But I tell you, you know, I can look at this and go, well, you know, I did a long apprenticeship of love, and hopefully leading into my later years will maybe find this perfect partner. But even if it doesn't happen,
he might be listening today.
He probably is. I hope you're listening. No, but I do feel that everything I needed to learn was such a blessing to me. I needed to learn that, and I thank the man that I chose. because he did teach me a lot. Taught me a lot, and we had a lot of fun at the same time. So, it wasn't all bad. And I get you three beautiful girls, and I'm about to have my 6th grandchild. Like, wow.
Yeah.
So with your health, Taya, let's talk about your health. Sure. So what's happened with you finding yourself, meeting a beautiful man that makes you feel calm, and now we get...
Well, I would have to say that my health has never been better.
Yeah.
My whole life.
Yeah.
So I was diagnosed with bladder cancer 2 days after my 20th birthday. I had surgery and started chemotherapy the next day. And that was on a 6-monthly cycle, weekly, in hospital. A year after that, I was diagnosed with a blood condition, a form of leukemia. So, yeah, let's just say the least, it's been a hell of a journey. As soon as I got the all clear with the bladder cancer, it doesn't stop when you get the all clear. And I think anybody with cancer or a very life-threatening disease, people just assume, oh, you got the all clear, like you're all good now. It doesn't. My bladder will, I don't know if it'll ever be the same, especially being pregnant now.
Yeah.
The amount of weight sitting on my bladder, it's just like...
Yeah, true.
There was many side effects for many, many years, but I think mostly with the chronic disease that I'd been going back and forth with, stress, instability of life, the ups and downs of life. Your chronic disease flows with that.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's not, it turns into a fear, because if you didn't have a good sleep, it will ruin your day. It will bring you a severe migraine, or it will block your vision, or you'll feel sick.
Okay.
Or, these are the things that you can't really explain. You got to live before you understand. It's easy for someone to be like, don't live in fear. But when you don't trust your body, you're going to be fearful. And that's what so many people don't understand who haven't lived it.
Yeah, for sure.
So, it's been a fucking long journey.
Yeah.
I must say, now, going through relationships that were unsteady also had a massive impact on my health.
Yes.
And it makes total sense, because if you're not safe and you're not, you don't
feel safe.
All of what we spoke about before, then your health...
Adrenaline.
Your body knows before your brain.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think when I knew I've met the person...
Who made you calm?
Who made me calm, but the person that... the love of my life.
Yeah.
The one, my body knew.
Yeah.
It was just so bizarre.
So you trust your body now?
Yeah, well, I think 100% I do, but at the same time, like, I'm having a really great pregnancy, so...
Yeah, wow. And your bloods have been good?
Phenomenal. They've never been better. I'm
well,
like a normal person.
That says it all. Calm is the new intimacy, isn't it?
I think it's
like
really
you're growing
beautiful.
a baby, you've had cancer, you've had chemo, you found you trusted yourself, you went and found yourself. I seen a huge difference when you come back from WA, and then attracted Max into your life, and you two together are just beautiful. And like you said, you knew your body knew before your mind did. And I'm a believer of that. I listen to my body. It's never got me wrong. It's always been right. When I think about it, I always put my head into it, but my body always knew.
And I think it was beautiful, because he's the type of person that doesn't want to fix you.
Oh, that's so important, isn't it?
It is so important.
All the men, if there's any men listening, please, I know we sound like we need fixing.
No,
but don't take our power away. Let us fix ourselves, but just listen to us.
No, but just be.
Just be.
Just love.
Yeah, just
like,
love.
Why else are you here? Don't try to fix
Actually,
me.
It's a bit the same with you and I. These conversations, we can finally have a conversation now and we don't have to agree.
Yeah.
But once we would be both being in restaurants and one of us walking out or live together here and it get pretty heated,
Hot
you know.
and heated, yeah.
We can now just go, actually, that's not my truth. I don't agree with that. And I think that's a really beautiful way to connect, because we only see our life through our own experiences, right?
Our own lens, yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, so trusting bodies.
Definitely.
And now you're growing a little boy who is due to enter the world very soon.
And that's another thing as well.
Well, it was meant to be. Everything flows. You're in flow state, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Like not being safe for many years and then.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful for your mother to see you this happy. It really is. And, you know, we can't take back the past.
No.
Because it's what makes us.
Totally.
It does. And, you know, I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah.
I don't feel proud of everything that's happened. and I know that you girls, you know, hold no grudge or you are very understanding.
I couldn't be more grateful for the upbringing and the relationship you and Dad had, because maybe if you had a big, beautiful relationship, maybe I would be on that soul journey you're on. So thanks for doing it for me.
Exactly. You know, your life is going to be different. You've already done that soul work in the beginning.
Yeah, well, I thought I was in your relationship too, really. That's what it feels like. The pain that you see your mother go through.
Yeah.
You're pretty much going through it yourself.
Especially a daughter.
Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah.
A daughter seeing the pain that your mother goes through. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, there's a lot of love that I went through as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We're going to end it. We're going to end this podcast and we will have more. Maybe calm isn't boring. Maybe it's what love feels like when the nervous system no longer needs to fight for it.
That's it. Couldn't agree more with that.
Yes. Whoever's listening and you can relate to what we've spoken about today, please share it with your women friends.
Yeah.
And any person that this may help. It might help them understand or be more connected to themselves. Thank you for listening to this conversation between myself and my daughter Taya today. We hope today's episode reminded you that healing, love, relationships, and emotional safety can look different across generations, and that there is wisdom in listening to one another with openness and compassion. If something in this conversation resonated with you, we'd love for you to share this episode with someone in your life who may need it too. You can follow the Sovereign Woman podcast on Spotify and YouTube and connect with me through Unity Yoga in Mackay, Australia. And if you'd like to connect with Taya and follow her journey, you can find her on Instagram at Prevention Kitchen. Until next time, stay grounded in your truth, open in your heart, and gentle with your journey. Much love from both of us.